All right, I believe we are good. So if that is so, let me go ahead and hit this record button. Oopsies. And if I were the record button, I would be, of course, just off to the side. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing this morning? Oh, I know I did not just pause for a poor connection. So this lovely, what is today? Tuesday. Of course, this is Dr. Z of Greater Self LLC. This morning, I am jumping on here fresh from a workout, so see the glowing still happening. I thought last week, I was like, since it is still Mental Health Awareness Month, what would be a topic that would totally be beneficial as well as supportive towards being able to just shed some light on some things that are happening in the world and even offer some opportunities for people to just feel like they're in full control of their mental health. So this month, if you've been with me, you know that I've had the Goddess Vibes Unleashed Summit that has been taking place the whole month. If you didn't, it's not too late. Go ahead, click the link, sign up, get the info from that 20 plus experts in the fields of mindset shifts, finances, health, wellness, relationships, like literally all the things. And go ahead and get your VIP access so you can get access to all of those recordings, all of their free nuggets of knowledge that was dropped, and all of the other lovely gifts that if you click on there, you'll see it. But in doing that, that was one way to be able to support with Mental Health Month, Mental Health Awareness Month, and being able to share information that will be supportive and helpful to the world. And specifically, I care that good morning. I can't, I'm not going to mispronounce anybody's name, but good morning on IG. But ways to help women embody their feminine energy and like be able to show up, not just women, but if just women listen, then great. But being able to hear from men also and what that looks like, and having that duality of everybody has feminine and masculine energy, and that you need both. So why not get your fill and look at different ways that you can also start to intentionally embrace and embody that. Today, unsubscribe came to me as we were kind of finishing off the week and going through and exploring like the different speakers that were coming up and things that were happening. And I realized there's a huge benefit to talk about how you individually may choose to unsubscribe to people, places, things, events, organizations, relationships, like all the things, because it would actually be more beneficial for you to unsubscribe than to keep showing up and allowing yourself to be played, used, hurt, whatever the things are that are happening, or just blatantly it's not in alignment with you anymore. Maybe you used to love it. It used to be great, but it is different now. You don't feel that same way. So there isn't a benefit to still keep showing up and do that. Part of that came up as I was going through the summit and realizing, there were people that unsubscribed, and historically, what I would have noticed for myself when other people unsubscribe, and this is in different relationships, and like I said, it made it more current and real in the moment as I was going through the summit, and like understanding people unsubscribe for lots of different reasons. So if I'm sending information, I'm giving out a bunch of stuff, you're subscribed to my email list, and this is just in business and in personally, and I'll tie it all in for you. When people decide that they no longer want to be on your email list, imagine your email list, you can insert your life, insert job, insert organization, insert relationship, whatever the thing is. When people choose to unsubscribe, there is a reason that they're choosing to. There's something that isn't working for them anymore that they don't find value or the support in continuing to do so. When they get to that point, there is a necessity and need for their own mental health to walk away or step away from the place. So they're not continuing to set themselves up for failure. They're not continuing to actually harm themselves or get info that they really just don't care about, or it's not helpful to them at this point in life. In business, when people unsubscribe, I get super happy. and super excited that they unsubscribe to my email list, because what that lets me know is that is one less person that is now taking up space, energy, time, and attention, that I'm not the right person for them for whatever the thing is. And maybe it is, maybe it's therapy, maybe it's coaching, maybe it's whatever. But when they unsubscribe, I feel really fortunate that, yes, they have made space for someone who really wants to be here to now show up. They have also removed me from their space so that they aren't in a position where they start to feel some type of way or get to a place where they're like, oh, I don't like her and I don't like how she's doing things. No, you can unlike, unfollow, unsubscribe for your mental health. And the people on the other side, when they get to that space of starting to have a great understanding of who they are and how they are, they get real comfortable with the fact that people will unsubscribe from their lives. They will walk away. Now, their reasons, you may feel like we're dumb or whatever the case, it doesn't matter. There's some gift, there's something. Hey, on Instagram, I can't say the whole long name, but you know what it is. I see you. And for that matter, you realistically have known me since a little bitty young lady. So to be on here now is kind of an honor, especially in speaking about unsubscribing, where at a certain point in life, you may have unsubscribed to people, places, things, or entities. And then later on, you realize, I think now is a good fit. Now is a good time to return. The information, the experience, the exchanges of energy, it makes sense now. It's something that you maybe can use or something you want to give. But getting to a space of being comfortable and not so, and I'm not saying that you won't have feelings. Like, everybody has feelings and they're fluid and they change and they are not concrete. So just understand that. In the midst of your feelings, when you finally decide to make decisions on who you will associate with, who you'll work with, who you'll allow to pour into you, be okay with people being there for a season and for a particular reason. And once that is served, being cool with understanding that, the time has passed and there doesn't have to be any nasty, ill experience of it. Like when people unsubscribe to my email list, I'm like, ooh, okay. I look and see, and I'm like, that's what's up. Thank you. I wish them well. And I hope that they find the people that they really need and want to be associated with, so they get what they were looking for in the first place. If they come back around later, great. Open arms, come through, bring it, as long as it still works mutually for everybody. In this moment, I'm just wondering for you all, at what point you all may have noticed times where you either intentionally or unintentionally unsubscribed to an aspect or a component of your life. And when you initially did it, how long did it take for you to be okay with your choice or decision? Versus maybe today in this moment, if you notice that you do that, what does that look like now? What may that transition look like? And then how can you start to get to a space where it becomes a pretty effortless process? Like, you process, you meditate, you pray, you do whatever the thing is that you do that helps you get real specific on what choices you're making and what's going to work for you and be best for what you're trying to accomplish today in life and as well as for your future. And then sit down and give yourself that space to determine, okay, am I going to work with this therapist, this coach? Am I going to partner with and do business with this organization? Am I going to be an employee of this particular place? Am I going to start my own business? Who are the things and people that you want to connect with? And is it going to work for you now? Because if it is, like, go all in, go for it. If it's not, be okay with saying, I appreciate the offer and the opportunity, but at this moment, that doesn't really work for me. And that's okay too. The people on the other side that are in a space that you really would want to work with, they'll be able to appreciate that. And they'll be comfortable with they will be open arms welcoming you, saying, no, thank you. And probably have offers or people they can refer you to or direct you in, if they're aware of the people, so that you can still do what you need to do. Like I said, I don't know if the people in the crowd, what your thoughts are on the concept of intentionally unsubscribing, and if you have a practice of doing so, maybe on a regular basis. So maybe that looks like monthly, quarterly, annually. Maybe monumental moments or anniversaries are good times to start exploring those things. I know just looking at our money, you can accidentally still be paying for a subscription that you don't use, don't want, and definitely don't want to spend your money on anymore. But because you didn't take time to stop and check, you keep spending it. You could accidentally overpay for something because you didn't take time to keep to just check out what's working for me and what's not. On IG, no practice, but I find it much easier to do as an adult. Heck yeah. As younger folks, we have so many things we're out here trying to figure out and like do the most with. As you start to settle, and I want to say mature, it gets a little easier to start looking at what are the most important things for me and how can I go ahead and make sure I'm subscribed and signing up for what I want and not something I don't want. And it's on IG. It may take a couple of weeks to assess something before unsubscribing. And even knowing that, how long does it take for you to make decisions about things? And are you doing them in a way that's supportive to you? Are you rushing because other people are putting pressure? Or are you giving yourself the amount of time that you need? For some folks, it's really like they're quick. They're at a space now where it doesn't take long because they're in tune with themselves and they've given themselves permission to really assess what am I experiencing? Is this what I need? Is it what I don't need? And keep it moving. Is this in alignment with what I said I want to be creating for my life right now? If it is, they're like, yes, let's go for it. Subscribe. If not, they're like, no, thank you. I will be unsubscribing or passing at this point in time because it's not supportive to what it is you're looking for. And that's okay. Wouldn't it suck to have somebody show up that says, oh yeah, I totally, and I'm just going to use this example because it happens all the time. When you have somebody sign up for coming to clean your home or clean an organization and they don't really want to do it. So then when they show up, it's obvious they didn't want to do it because they do a piss poor ass job. And then you're out here like, so I paid you money because you said you wanted to do this. I didn't want to do this. That's why I didn't sign up for it. That's why I'm asking you to be here. It's like when you go to a restaurant, like I came here because I didn't want to cook. I wanted to be served. I wanted to be provided for. If you don't want to do that for me, hey, I see you on Instagram. Like, then why are you at this job? Why are you providing poor customer service if you don't have a desire to serve people and make their experiences pleasant and nice? And that's anywhere, whether it's on the phone, whether it's at a restaurant, like that person may be doing it because they need money, but at a certain point, it's not even going to work for them because that's not where their heart is or what they want to be doing. Now, I understand there's like transitional periods where people take time to figure it out. But at the point that you do, you know, you don't like serving people, don't be in customer service. Like that don't make no kind of sense. If you do like serving people, then find the thing that works best. But stop subscribing to stuff because you heard it works, you heard it goes well, everybody else is doing it, so now you're going to do it, but you don't even like it. And now you're out here stuck because you invested time, money, and energy into something that wasn't even in alignment for you. It wasn't even what you were most trying to do. So I give y'all, I'm signing permission slips today. Permission slips to be like, yeah, I don't want to do that. I will be unsubscribing to that. Please and thank you. Matter of fact, I expect and I hope somebody will unsubscribe from being on my email list today because what I'm saying doesn't work for them. On Instagram, 100%. Unfortunately, the general population work at jobs they hate. They do. And that sucks. Like it sucks to know there's so many people that have desires, hopes, and dreams for other things, and they don't ever give themselves permission to explore what that is so that they can be intentional to start doing those things. Believe it or not, and I really believe this, if there's something you love doing, there is always a way that you can be compensated to actually live the life you want to do those things and still take care of yourself. But if you don't believe that it's possible, you'll keep subscribing to the BS knowledge. Oh, I should work at a job I hate until I die because that's what everybody else does. Like who is everybody else? And why would you do that? Like everyone doesn't actually do that. lots of people have chosen to unsubscribe from, I'm just going to call it a bullshit ass basic life, where they're doing stuff they don't like at a place they don't want to be at, around people they don't like, and making money they don't want, or it's not enough, or they're making great money, but they're miserable about, like, whatever the things. Like, you have the opportunity to unsubscribe and do something different. It would be a great idea, whether it's Mental Health Awareness Month or every single day that you get to wake up and be alive, to really explore, when am I going to do some stuff for me? When am I going to, when am I going to, like, go ahead and just be and be happy? Like, when will I give myself permission for that? When are you going to subscribe to your own happiness, to your own integration of, like, life and work and how that looks, and in making money and doing things that you really love, so you can spend the time with the people you care about, so you can actually enjoy, like, the fact that you are still here. Like, there's people that aren't here. That's not cool. They're not here and you are, and yet you're still choosing to keep subscribing to stuff that is bullshit. And I realize I'm using a lot of cuss words, and that's totally fine. I'm here for it. Somebody's going to be offended. And while I may not do it all the time, I hope that they recognize in their soul that that doesn't work for them, and that they choose to be around or follow somebody that doesn't ever use cuss words, because then they will never be offended. And I greatly appreciate it, because then it doesn't cause me to want to alter how I'm showing up to try to appease people that I don't even know. So could you imagine if someone was trying to show up and help everyone in every way? You like when I curse? I bet you do. I wouldn't really be able to help anybody if I kept doing that. Hi, are you going to school soon? You put my stack back? Okay. So I invite you all, and I'm signing permission slips. Unsubscribe to some stuff that ain't working. People, places, things, events, jobs, organizations, relationships, all of that. Okay, thank you. All right, bye. Have a good day. So, as my daughter's going to school and I'm still here with y'all, talk about unsubscribing to an ideal that I have to be the only person that gets her there. I feel privileged to be able to do that, but also comfortable with, I could be here with y'all and make sure that I spend time with her. Hi on IG. I'm just going to say this last person. I hope I'm going to see you in a couple of days, but if not, it's cool too. It's okay. I will be unsubscribing to being available to the whole entire world in less than a week. So you all won't see me. I will share some recordings. I will be going away, far, far, far away, where I cannot be contacted until I return. So I'm still be alive. Don't worry. Just be in another country, doing absolutely nothing or everything that I want, and being comfortable with not being accessible or available, so that I have the opportunity to determine, what will I be unsubscribing to upon my return? What things will I be showing up for because I want to? Everybody doesn't have to go away to do that, but if you have the opportunity throughout your day to just notice, like, yep, I don't want to do this no more, and you have a plan and a process to change whatever that looks like, go for it. But if there's some part of you that's like, I think it still works, but maybe some kinks need to be worked out, okay, that's cool too. But otherwise, as much as you can, subscribe to all the things that work for you, not what they said and she said and he said and whatever the things are. Like, make sure the things you're doing are the things that are going to support who you want to be and how you want to show up and can be the greatest version of yourself. Well, with that, people, unless anybody has some questions, comments, or concerns, I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this one up for the day. Feel free to catch those replays of the Goddess Vibes Unleashed Summit. They are accessible for a fee. And yes, I am okay with that and comfortable with it. And if you decide that you are not worth that amount of money, or that it doesn't align with you, that's totally cool. Don't do it. Don't do it. But if you feel like maybe some of that info could be cool and you caught some snippets on like the social medias before they get taken down, you're like, oh, I'd like to hear more about what that person was talking about or where that topic was going, then you know where to go. Hit the link, do the things, and I won't see you all next Tuesday because I'll be detached in a nice, wonderful island. But I will definitely be back the week after. And I can't wait to share the pictures and all the stuff and all the brownness that'll be popping off by then. So I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. And I'll see y'all. I was going to say next year. I'll see y'all in 2 weeks or so. Who knows? Maybe I'll pop on before then because I was just feeling it. Well, have a great day, y'all.